Hi there fellow guitarists, Josh Rogers here, welcome to NBN Guitar. In this video I'm going to be running you through how I'm going to install one of these, which is a transducer pickup. And the reason why I'm going to install one of these into my Takamine is because I'm going to be doing a lot of recording coming up soon, and I want to take advantage of the CTP2 pickup that's inside my Takamine, and that allows me to actually install one of these quite easily, and it's going to give me a few more tonal colours to play with when I record. I record straight into this Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. At the moment I'm just recording straight in there with the palathetic pickup. It's just the bridge pickup that's underneath, and I want to have this in there so that it gives me a few more options when I go direct into the Focusrite. There's a nice setting on there that allows me to dial in as much of the sound out of this as I want to. You can't really control the amount of volume that comes out from the palathetic pickup, but this one can, so it's going to allow me to blend between the two, and I'm going to be using that for recording a lot of the full playthroughs that you guys have been asking for, and I'm going to be including those full playthroughs in some courses. Those courses will be a deeper exploration to a lot of the most popular videos that I've got up on YouTube at the moment. Those videos are really cool. They show you how to play right through from beginning to end. Well, there's so much stuff actually that you miss out on because I have to rush through those videos. I'm just showing you the notes and how to get through, and that's it really. Very seldom can I actually dig in there and tell you why I'm doing something in a particular way, or why I've chosen that fingering, or what some particular symbols mean inside the sheet music and the scores and the tabs. And the courses that I'm making are designed to make you a better guitarist by using those pieces, instead of just sitting down and running you through exercises and theory and all this kind of thing. I think it's nice if you can tie it to an actual real piece of music that you play. That's why I'm going to all the trouble of putting this in. Anyway, I'm just going to run you through the tools that I'm using. You don't need to use all these tools. You actually really only need this. But because I'm making a video, I've got a few other additional things that I'm going to put in there so you can see everything I'm doing, even inside the guitar. So I've got this. There's a link down below in the description if you want to buy one of these and install it into your guitar, so you can click on that. This one cost me about $179, that's New Zealand dollars. I bought it in Auckland from the rock shop, and it's about time I installed it. I actually bought it a year ago, and then I went on tour in China and I never got around to installing it, but I'm back home now, I've got some time, I'm going to be putting it in. Then I'm using some needle nose pliers, blunt nose pliers, couple of cable ties. I'm also using my GoPro Hero 5. This is going inside the guitar, and that's going to allow you and me to see what's going on in there. And I'm using the Mrs.'s iPhone 6S, and this is to provide some lighting, that's all. So I'm going to put this inside the guitar as well and light up everything, otherwise the GoPro is just going to show you dark, and that's not going to help me, and it's not going to help you either. And finally, I'm going to be monitoring all of that using my iPad. Let's jump in and do it. Okay, the moment of truth. Now I'm going to be installing the transducer pickup. Before I do, I have to take off the little plastic seal that's on here. You don't actually need any additional glue or anything like that, because the transducer pickup already has an adhesive underneath this, and even though I bought this a year ago, it's still good. So here we go. I'm going to put it inside the guitar now. I've already marked out the spot underneath the bridge, and just for your information, it's going to be going here, which is on the treble side, and I'm attaching it directly under this. And I was able to find that fairly easy using my GoPro inside there and just tapping and feeling where I was tapping. One little tip, don't attach it to a brace. One of the best spots is around here, if you can, and you should be able to attach it to the underside of the bridge. Also, you want to make sure you're orienting this so that it allows you to join up with the other cable that's coming from the palathetic pickup that's under here. It's already installed in this guitar, so you don't want to sort of face it some strange way and then you've got to twist it all around to get it to line up with the other cables. If you're a computer guru, you'll know all about cable management, and it's basically the same principle, just trying to keep your cables tidy, even though they're inside the guitar. In my mind, it's still good to try and do the best job that you can. Anyway, talked enough. Let's get this seal off and then install it into the guitar. I'm attaching it directly under this, and I was able to find that fairly easy using my GoPro inside there and just tapping and feeling where I was tapping. One little tip, don't attach it to a brace. One of the best spots is around here, and you know, if you can, and you should be able to, attach it to the underside of the bridge. Also, you want to make sure you're orienting this so that it allows you to join up with the other cable that's coming from the palathetic pickup that's under here. So I've got it all in. I'm going to put this cord through and I'm going to attach it to the cable that runs from the palathetic pickup to the CTP2 preamp. I'm going to use these needle nose pliers to get some purchase on the cable tie. Managed to get it. I'm going to use the blunt nose pliers because they've got the cutters on them, just there. Remove that one, and I think that's pretty much about as tidy as I can get it. There's a bit of a close-up of what I've done. I know it's really difficult to see, but there is actually AUX written there. That's just so you just don't get the pickups confused or where they're supposed to be going. And that's an example of how it looks inside the guitar now. There it is. There's the cabling. I couldn't quite get it as tidy as I would have liked. My hands aren't huge, but they're certainly big enough to cause problems inside there. I think a lot of this would have been attached before they even put the soundboard on, making it kind of difficult to install if you want to do it, you know, if you want to try and put the cable up into the brackets that are already there. You can see them up the top. There's some steel brackets, but I didn't want to try that. I just thought it would be too difficult. But it's alright, you know, I think it's going to be okay. If there are any problems, I will try to maybe put one more cable tie on, maybe a smaller one. The cable ties I'm using are mighty cable ties that I actually use on the farm to tie my hose line together for troughs for cows and stuff. So not quite the appropriate ones, but you know, I live out on a farm and I don't have a lot of options sometimes, so I just make do with what I've got. And that's what I did today. But yeah, if you've ever wanted to see what the inside of a Takamine guitar looks like, that's what it looks like. But excuse the messy cord there. But I'm pretty happy. I'm keen to try this guitar out with the new pickup installed. Yeah, there it is. I do apologise about the filming. The GoPro I don't think is really designed for this, but nevertheless it is giving a pretty cool perspective of what the inside of these guitars look like. There's the model number, and yeah, so that's it. Awesome, I think I've finished. All I've got to do now is string it up with the strings that I've got and give it a quick polish up. I always like to polish my guitars whenever I take the strings off. Then I'm going to plug it in and see how it sounds. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'll give you a little demonstration of how it sounds in another upcoming video. Thanks again, awesome for watching. Make sure you stay with the channel and check out the courses that are going to be coming up. I've got a new website that should be ready in about maybe another week from the filming of this video. And for all of you out there that have downloaded my transcriptions in the past, I've spent the last week or so, my computer blew up 2 weeks ago, so that's why I haven't uploaded videos in quite some time. But I rebuilt my computer, now it's running again, and I've taken about a week out to just go over all the transcriptions that I've released on this channel so far. As a lot of you may know, if you've been watching my videos in the past, I offer a lot of free tabs, and I also have a lot of paid transcriptions that have sheet music and tabs underneath, fingerings and that kind of thing, and they cost a few bucks. And I've gone back through and I've fixed them all up. Not that there were any glaring problems with them, but there was a few inconsistencies here and there, and particularly in the music notation part. When I was learning that software and developing those in the early days, I didn't quite have the formats correct. And so I've gone back through, made them all look the same. For those of you that were struggling to see, I got a few emails, interestingly enough, and some of you out there were saying, "Oh, I can hardly read the tabs." I've gone back through and I've made them a bit bigger and bold. So any of you that have a few problems with your vision, hopefully that'll help you. You'll be able to see those tabs a lot more easily. And I've also made the music notation a little bit larger as well. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. I hope my guitar works after this. It's going to be I'm going to be pretty bummed out if it doesn't. But anyway, we've done it, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and of course, stay tuned for the release of some new courses that are coming. And check out my new website. Cheers everyone. Let your fingers fly.